Happy Sunday night. It's good to see you. We are back in my downstairs bathroom because I got to put on some makeup and get ready to do a video. And I haven't talked to y'all today, so I figured I would just do two things at once and show you. I got my mirror put up and I wanted to show you that. Look, it's kind of hard to see it, but I got the mirror, guys, to put the mirror up. Yay! And with my nice little countertop, I'm very happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks really cool with my mirror is finally back up, and I got everything repainted in here. The whole room has been repainted, and I'm very happy with it. It probably doesn't look all that different to you, but the wall was all messed up here and in some other places, and it had been bugging me for a while, so it was really nice to finally get that fixed. And then of course they caulked and sealed around the backsplash and everything. So I'm going to see about getting you set up. This is what my phone is always attached to when I make videos in the car. This is an older one. It doesn't work super great, but I have yet to find one that works any better. So I'm going to try to attach it to that right there. I'm a little nervous because this is it's very securely mounted and everything, but I'm just going to very delicately attach this there, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, well, that was shockingly easy. Just went bloop, went right up there. I took a shower earlier. I had an exercise class to go to, and then I got done with that. And usually what I do when I go to my classes on Sundays, I don't take a shower right away for some reason. I don't know. I like to come home, and usually I'm hungry, so I'll come home and eat something, and then I just kind of hang out, and then I get a shower after that. I had to go out to the car to find the holder thing to put the phone in, and I saw that my son left a container of Swedish fish in the car, and I just ate all of them. There was like a little handful of them left in the little bag, and I think Swedish fish is one of my favorite plastic-like candies. It's basically like eating slightly sweet plastic. My other favorite is regular Twizzlers. It's just like eating a plastic straw that has a little bit of sugar in it somehow. Like you drank a milkshake through it the day before and then you just ate it. It's kind of like that. So I'm just gonna do some simple makeup. I bought this, I saw this online and it looked interesting. Molly, whatever the fuck, face defender. I'm not very good at this kind of shit. I don't know how to pronounce things, and people are constantly criticizing me because I mispronounce things, and I've gotten very touchy about it. So if I don't know how to pronounce something, I will probably just call it Frank, because then I'm sure I pronounced it wrong, and people can just kiss my butt because I don't give a shit. It's like, it's just this clear stuff. Basically, it's spackle for old people. So you take it like this and you just sort of mush it into your face, and it makes you look like you're made out of plastic. So I'm kind of like a Swedish fish. I'm even kind of red. So, it's just I have these pinkish reddish undertones. And so it matches perfectly. And then, so it's like the stuff in bologna that fills the holes. You have this gelatinous stuff, and it's like gelatin or whatever, and it fills the little holes in your bologna. If you ever had cheap bologna, you've seen it has like holes in it. I grew up eating cheap bologna. I ate lots of bologna sandwiches growing up because we were poor, and that's just what we did. So okay, so it's supposed to make your face smooth and stuff. Like, so you can sort of pretend that you're not old, and you can sort of live in denial. I don't know why I'm bothering putting all these layers of stuff on. I really don't know. This is from Juice Beauty, Phyto Pigments Illuminating Primer. It's a tiny tube, and somehow it has lasted a really long time. It's like that toothpaste at the end of the tube. You keep squeezing and it just keeps coming out. Like, it's almost like a renewable resource. Like it's a perpetual motion machine, but toothpaste. This tiny tube, it's pearly, see the color, and you just mush it on. I'm mushing it on over the spackle. It really doesn't do anything. Oh shit, I forgot my eyebrows. Hang on a minute. I don't do makeup tutorials because whenever I show you makeup, I feel like I'm being really stupid and disingenuous, and I got some in my eyebrow. Plus, I'm just not. I am not a makeup person. Don't do what I'm doing because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know, that's the secret to life is most adults. If you're a young person, let me tell you now, most adults don't know what the hell we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing 90% of the time. I don't know. I just kind of fake it till I make it. And, you know, I just improvise and, you know, try to just figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, I just kind of half-ass it until it gets to where whatever I'm trying to do is just good enough. And then I move on to the next thing. And so you just do that until you die. I mean, you do that for like 60 or 70 years and then you pass away. And that's just how you live your life. And don't feel like an imposter because the rest of us are doing the same thing. Nobody knows what they're doing. And if they say they do, they're a damn liar. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. I certainly don't. Mush, mush, mush. You just smear it on like wax on, wax off, but we're not going to wax off at this point. Smear. I'm not using any special brushes. I'm not using blenders. I'm not doing, unless I'm making like, you know, margaritas or something. I'm not using any special products because I don't have time for that Mickey Mouse bullshit in my life. There. It's on. Trust me. It feels cold and slightly muddy somehow. So I am now illuminated. I'm part of the Illuminati now with my phytopigments from Juice Beauty. Okay. I have a choice. I kind of like, this is, I bought this a while ago. Il Maquillage. Ralph Macchio. Macchiati. Manicotti. I love Manicotti. I discovered Manicotti when I went off to college. I went to UNC Wilmington. And their cafeteria is unbelievable. Holy shit, the cafeteria at UNC Wilmington it's bigger than the entire high school I went to. And I see now why people go off to college and gain the freshman 15 or freshman 30 or what, you know. I get it. Because anything you want to eat is in this cafeteria. Holy hell. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Anything you want, you could probably get. And they had this manicotti you could get at dinner time. Oh my God, it was so good. I had never had manicotti in my life, and I fell in love with it. I had it so many times when I went to school there. It was wonderful. Anyway, well, I was not talking about pasta. I bought this online a while ago, but it's a little bit light on me, but I'm thinking about like January when I'm like fish belly white. I'm swiftly approaching it. It will look fine. I just tried it out the other day. The only thing I don't like about this stuff is you really have to mush it into the cracks on your face. Like you just have to like mush. Like you have to rub it like you're removing a mistake. Just, I mean, I need like a little airbrush gun or something to get this to go. But it's nice. Once you scrub it into your face, it feels pretty good. The color is 060, Woke Up Like This. Ooh, fancy. It was made in Italy. Ooh. Ooh. So it's a little bit too light for right now. Plus, when I make videos, I have to do my makeup on my face a little bit darker or it looks weird with the lighting or whatever. I do the makeup on my face a little bit darker than I normally would just because it seems to me it just looks a little better. I have worn myself out. I'm tired now. This is L'Oreal True Match Super Blendables Foundation in 4 Buff Beige. That sounds like a hot date right there. Buff Beige. Hell yeah. Ring a ding ding. Mush mush. I gotta look in this. I'm looking in the mirror behind you. I start with my eye and I smear it into my ear. Why are you making fun of people who do makeup tutorials? I'm not making fun of anybody. I just do voices when I feel like I'm doing something stupid. Whenever I do makeup, I just always imagine I'm one of these people and I'm doing a video and I never know what to say because you can see what I'm doing. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing. I mean, shit. Anyway, this makeup does not have to be perfect because, I mean, in a video, you're not going to be looking at my face up close, and you know I record on a potato, so it doesn't have to look like super perfect or whatever. So, who cares? Do try to blend your jawline. Don't be that person. I had this friend in high school who would never blend her makeup, so there's always like a line. And I tried to talk to her about it, like, here's some techniques in 17 magazine for blending your makeup. And she goes, yeah, I hate it when people don't do that. I'm literally looking at your line right now. But I didn't have the intestinal fortitude to be honest with her and say, blend your shit. Okay, sorry. I'm going to clean this off my hands. I have foam soap. You know what kind of foam soap I have? Lacura. Foaming hand soap. It's sugar and spice flavor. I got this at Aldi last year at Christmas time. It smells so good. It smells like a sugar cookie. So I'm going to wash this off my hand. I had this experience. Do not look at my roots. I was supposed to get my hair done last week, and like I said, my hairdresser had to reschedule me because she had to go out of town. And so don't look at it. It's gross. I can't do anything about it. I'm supposed to see her not this week but next week, so it's gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna have I can't do anything about it. What was I saying? Yes, I had a horrible experience and I had to tell you about it. I just laugh. All I can do is laugh because it happens every time. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about my eyebrows anymore. I'm going to put on some of this stuff in the creases. Not that it doesn't really matter. I just feel like doing it. Okay. What is this? Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener Stella. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I forget about it, and it doesn't really matter either way. It's almost like a superstition at this point. I just have to do it. I got water on the counter. And my favorite, LA Colors liquid eyeliner in brown, which you can get at Dollar Tree, and it's great. I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're not really going to be looking at my face in this video. You're going to be looking at the stuff in the box. A subscriber sent me a huge box of stuff. I don't even know what it is. It is enormous. This lady, oh my gosh, she's so sweet. It's like a suitcase. It's this huge box. I don't know what's in it, but it's big and heavy. And so we're going to be opening that. So y'all are gonna be looking at, yes, I did just stick that in my mouth. I've been doing it for over 30 years. I haven't died from it yet. So we're going to be opening that and looking at all the goodies in the box. I think it's going to be really great. But I had an experience and I was just laughing. I had to tell y'all about it. What is this? Instantly Ageless from Jeunesse. This shit is an acquired taste and it's like a skill that you have to learn how to apply it. It comes in this little tube that looks like a little airplane. And you can reseal it, and I squeeze just a little bit of this out. I don't use much. That's all I use right there. And I'm gonna put it right here and right here. And I'm just gonna rub it on those bags under my eyes that my parents were kind enough to pass down to me. This right here, oh God, both of my parents have this right here, big time. And they're both in their 80s, and I'm looking at them like, oh God. It only gets worse. Eventually my eyes are just gonna fall down into those bags. And then I just take my finger and I just gently persuade the edges to go this way. Okay, and then you kind of have to let it dry. So I stand here and I wave at myself for a minute. And every now and then I'll start thinking about something and I get distracted and my fingers get too close to my face and I end up scratching myself. I've done that probably a dozen times and then I feel really stupid. So earlier today, I wanted to order some of my lip stuff, and you probably know which. If you've been here for a while, you know what kind of lip stuff I use. C.O. Bigelow Cinnamon Mentha Lip Shine. Now there's also a C.O. Bigelow Cinnamon Mentha Lip Tint. That is not the one I use. The tint sucks. I don't like it. T-I-N-T, not a tint like you pitch a tent. Whichever way you want to take that. No, Shine. It's a different product. The tubes look very similar, but it's not the same stuff. Anyway, I was running low, and it was my fault too. I had a whole new thing of it, and I accidentally left it in the pocket of a jacket that I threw in the washing machine, and I forgot to take it out of the pocket. and apparently it opened at some point during the washing or drying or something. And it was brand new, so it was a whole tube, and it got all over, and it just ruined the jacket. Like, it just ruined it. And I didn't realize it because you couldn't see it while it was wet, and I threw it in the dryer, and I got it out, and it had these big splotches, looked like big greasy splotches all over it. Fortunately, it was just that one item. Everything else in the dryer looked fine, but the jacket was ruined. It was all right. It was one that I wasn't crazy about anyway, and was already kind of thinking about getting rid of, so I was mad at myself because and it was empty, so the tube was totally empty, so I just wasted a whole tube of it. So I realized I was running low, and I thought I need to order some more. Well, every time I order this stuff, it's a pain in the ass. I can never just order it and just like get it. No, honey, no. What I have to do is I have to go through hell to get it every time. So, okay, so they used to be able to get it on Amazon. You cannot get, well, they had one tube on Amazon. It was like $27. If you go straight to C.O. Bigelow's website, you can get them for $7.50 per tube. Well, they quit making that stuff for about 2 years. This is my Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit Cosmetics, which I really like. It's a very, really wonderful mascara. It's really something. I don't have fake eyelashes on, but let me show you when I get done how different it makes my eyelashes look. These are just my regular lashes. And keep in mind too that I have on eyeliner, so it makes it look a little different. So they quit making my stuff for 2 years, and I had to use the inferior lip tint for 2 years. I know, first world problems. So I had to use the lip tint for 2 years. But then I went on to C.O. Bigelow's website, and they had a list, like a notification thing where you could put your email address in, and they would let you know when the product became available again. Well, they didn't tell me. They didn't say shit to me. It had been available for months, and they didn't notify me of anything. They didn't tell me anything. I'm still mad about that, and that was like a year ago. Well, not quite a year ago. It was at least 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months ago. So look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Woo! And I'm not even trying to apply it right. I'm half-assing this mascara, and it looks so good. That's why I buy it. You know it's good if I'm going to buy it. This shit's, what is it, $30? I don't know. I don't spend that much on stuff like this typically, but oh, this is my second tube. I used up the other one. So they didn't notify me that they were making it again and that it was available. I just happened to stumble upon it. I went back to their website one day and just checked, and it was available. I'm like, well, thanks for telling me. Good Lord. So, anyway, I went on there today to try to order some, and whenever I order it, I order a whole bunch. I'll order at least 5 tubes every time because I use it all day long, and I have tubes of it all over the place. I have a tube in my purse. I have one at my desk in there where I work. I have one upstairs on my nightstand. I have it everywhere. I have like just tubes of this stuff all over the place. And so I was running low, so I was going to order some more. So I went on there, and I added 5 tubes to the cart. No, sorry, 7. I was going to do 5, but then I saw if I ordered 7, I could get free shipping. It was if you spend over $49, you get free shipping. So I put 7 in the cart, and I go to pay. Like, okay, cool. So I go to pay. So I go to the checkout page. There's nowhere to enter any payment information. Nowhere. Like, well, how do I put in my payment information? Oh, yeah, you can't do that. Well, what the hell? I think their website was having problems this afternoon. There was nowhere to put in payment information. So I just backed out of it, like closed it. I'm like, let me just start over. Oh, first of all, I went on their website to search for the stuff, and I put in I put in Cinnamon Menthol Lip Shine. Nothing related to it came up. A bunch of unrelated shit came up, but not the product I was looking for. So I had to search the entire website to find it. I even went under the lip stuff and it wasn't there. So I'm like, I know damn well it's in here. I know you have it. Do not act like you don't. It's like they don't want to sell it to me. So I finally found it, and then I added the 7, and it wouldn't let me add any payment information. So I just backed out and we start over. So I had to search the whole website for it again. Oh no, what happened before that? While I was looking for the payment information, my cart went empty. Like it erased everything from my cart. And then, so I had to go find it again. I put 7 more in my cart. And then I went to the payment information thing again, and it had 15 tubes of it in my cart. So it was the original 7, and the second 7 I added, and an extra one just for the hell of it that just came out of nowhere. It had 15 tubes in the cart. Like, I don't want 15 tubes. I'm not that insane. I mean, 7 is fine. I don't need 15 tubes of this stuff. Damn it. But then it wouldn't let me take them out. I had to finagle around with it to take them out. And while I was trying to do that, this little thing popped up and said, hey, would you like 10% off your order? Hell yeah. Put in your email address. So I put in my email address. And I waited a minute, and then they sent me an email, and I was excited. Like, I can save 10%. This is great. Somebody's messing in the kitchen in there. And I have laundry going over here, so it's noisy. So I opened the email. Save 10% on your next order. This is only good for, it was only good for like 3 days. You have to use it quick. Okay, I'll use it right now. Where's the code? There's no code. It just says save 10%. Okay, cool. How do I do that? We're not going to tell you. So I scrolled down through this long ass email, and down at the bottom it said save 10%, shop now, and it had this big button. So I thought maybe if I click on this it will automatically apply the 10%. I don't know. So I click on the button, I go through the whole thing again, and I add the stuff again, but it's not taking 10% off. So I'm like, well, what? How do I want now? It's personal. Like, I want my 10%. This is stupid. So I went back into the email and I looked at it a little closer, and what you do is you go in there and you have to read the whole email, because the code is like this big and it's nestled in amongst all the crap in the email in one little spot. So you have to read the whole thing to find it, or at least half of it, to find that tiny, tiny little code. So then I found the tiny, tiny little code, and I go back to the website, and it wouldn't process my payment. If the payment where I could put in my card information finally popped up, but it wouldn't process. It just churned and churned, and nothing happened, and then the screen went blank, and I thought, did it go through? At this point, I had been dicking around with this thing now for like an hour, and I'm mad. Like, I just want to order some damn lip stuff. This is Laura Geller's swirly crap. Look at it. There's a mirror. If you only want to see one section of your face, and it really amplifies your wrinkles, and it'll make you feel old. And I realize I have wrinkles right there that are getting worse. Baked, Balance, and Brighten Color Correcting Foundation in medium. It says this is also made in Italy. I didn't realize my shit was so fancy. Wow. So anyway, it wouldn't process my payment. And I thought, well, I don't want to try again in case it did go through, and then they'll send me 14 tubes. I really don't need 14 tubes of this stuff. I had to go around and around and around. I had to try numerous times before I got anywhere. And apparently the first time I sent it, it didn't go through, like nothing happened. Because I waited a while, and I thought, let me see. And it didn't go through. So I ended up having to do it again a couple of times, and then finally it went through. And I got a little confirmation email, so hopefully I'll get my lip stuff. So, but every time I try to order it, it's something like that. It is something like that. Here I have some lipstick that I found in the bottom of a little storage bin when I was cleaning out my cabinets. It's probably so old I should throw it out. The color is Pink Wink from Maybelline. It looks like a dog's wee-wee. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know how old it is. I'm probably gonna get poisoned. Anyway, I don't have any eyeshadow. Well, I'm not going to get fancy with it. I always go with this little simple, little taupe colored eyeshadow because it kind of just goes with whatever, and like I don't care. I don't really care. You're gonna be you're gonna be more interested in what's in the box, and I am too. Nobody's gonna be looking at me. So I got aggravated as hell with CO Bigelow, and I hate the fact that I can't get it on Amazon anymore unless I want to pay, what would I say, like $27 for a tube of it. Yeah, no, I like it, but I don't like it that much. So there you have it. This is about all I'm going to do other than find a necklace. This is just a t-shirt I had on, and if I want to look fancy, I just throw on a cardigan over it. That's all I do, and I have on a pair of Adidas pants, and I'm like the human version of a mullet. Business up top, party in the back. I'm just dressed to go yard sailing otherwise. So I'm going to go find some earrings and a necklace, and then I'm going to sit down and we're going to open that box and we're going to see what was in it. So I'm really excited. There's no telling. I bet there's a bunch of goodies in there. So thank you so much for being here. I really hope your weekend has been good. Mine's been pretty quiet. We haven't really done much. And yeah, I hope the week coming up for you is good. If you have plans for Thanksgiving, I hope they're good plans, and I hope you're looking forward to them. I've had years where I was dreading Thanksgiving because of the plans that I had to go, places I had to go, but that's all behind me. So I look forward to holidays and stuff now. So it's just very nice. It's very peaceful. I like having peace in my life. It's wonderful. If you've ever had to live without peace in your life, you really appreciate it when you get it back. It's worth it, trust me. I love having peace in my life. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.